Welcome back to Tandem Phantom. I'm Mick.
I'm Courtney.
And today we are bringing you a brand new series, Book It, where we sit here and book the territory, brother.
That's right. How is tonight's pay-per-view going to go? We have No Mercy 2016
No Mercy.
with one of the coolest theme songs, I think, of the year.
Agreed.
Oh,
so
yeah.
basically the way this works is we go through the match list and we kind of book out what we think WWE will do. You know, kind of the direction that they're going to go. You know, kind of a quick little thing, couple minute blurb on each match, where we see it going. So
that's right.
Without further ado.
So are we doing whole list, or match?
Match.
Right
We're
on.
doing it on the fly, right here, right now. Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. Hit it.
That's
what
right.
Do you got?
Starting out on the pre-show, I have no idea because it doesn't really matter. Do you want to kill your monster, or do you want to keep Swagger where he's been on main event?
I think, to me, simple. Baron Corbin wins, crushes another victim because we are building Baron Corbin. I eventually see Baron Corbin going for that IC title.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of where I see. This is another opportunity. Jack Swagger, former world champion, loses to Baron Corbin. Although, loses to Baron Corbin, maybe has to look inward. Reevaluate. We see an evolution, a bit of a change to Jack Swagger. That's what I see.
Alright, I'm down with that. Second pre-show match, 8-man tag team. They love to throw these on the pre-shows.
They do.
We got good guys versus bad guys. The Hype Bros with American Alpha versus Vaudevillains. A lot of alliteration here. And the Evil Usos. The
No, the Ascension.
Oh, shit. The Ascension.
Well, the Ascension.
Sorry, the Usos are always thrown in these.
Speaking of matches that don't matter, really, this one is...
It's just kind of a filler match.
It really is.
Nothing on the line.
I got nothing on this one. I mean, baby faces.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I give you baby faces win.
That's who I got. The American Alpha and Hype Bros, just to give everybody those happy feelings in their heart before the pay-per-view starts.
Yeah. So in a surprising twist, the World Championship match is opening the show. Wow.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. What do you got? How do you see this going down? Where do you see us going?
So we got the face that runs the place, AJ Styles.
Phenomenal.
Going against John Cena and Dean Ambrose. A triple threat for the belt that still involves a member of the Shield, damn it.
Forever and ever.
See, there's what I want.
Just book it how you see it.
How I see it. I see, if the WWE is smart, AJ retains because if John wins, they burn the place down.
16 time at that point.
And if Ambrose wins, nobody cares.
Okay. So you say AJ...
I say AJ retains.
Who takes the pin?
Ooh. Dean.
Okay.
Dean.
That's how I see it. The Phenomenal One retains. Dean Ambrose takes the pin. Although, this is what I see. This is how I would book it. John Cena has this match won. Or you could do it the other way. Dean Ambrose has John Cena dead to right. AJ gets it dirty.
Yeah.
Comes out of nowhere. This is a triple threat. No DQ. Dick Kick City, you know, Styles Clash, 1, 2, 3 on Uncle Dino. You have John down. Dean Ambrose snaps, grabs a chair, wails on John Cena, makes that turn. We've seen kind of hints of this along the way.
Yeah.
Dean kind of flirting with the dark side a bit. I think it's time. I think
I'm
we are
down
right.
with that. I need the Ambrose Asylum to be an asylum. I need him to be fucking crazy.
I'm seeing Dean Ambrose, Brian Pillman, 1996,
Yes.
Unhinged. Like, that's what I'm seeing.
No handguns.
Well, you know, could make the show better. No, but that's kind of what I see. We know John has to take time off to go do American Grit Season 2.
I really did appreciate his contribution to the enough words, and then he just fucking spears Dean.
Yes, that was awesome. But that's what I predict.
He's not winning the belt.
I think AJ walks away dirty, but Dean just so angry, so upset, grabs a chair, wails out John, leaves him laying. Maybe we could do Dean AJ 3. I feel like heel versus heel is weird, so I have Dean going towards another destination, the IC title. But wait, heel versus heel? Stay tuned! So, Heath Slater, Rhino versus the Evil Usos. Book it!
I'm gonna give it to the Usos, man, because we got Slater and Rhino, we got our feel-good moment, we got our double wide!
Above ground pool, baby!
Baby! I feel like with the Usos heel turn and with just their cocky confidence,
I love it so
and they're
much.
down since day one, putting gold on that.
I'm with you. I think Evil Usos all the way. I love the change. I love the twist. It's way better than I did it for you, Rock. I did it for the people.
For my
I did
family.
it for my kids. Like, it's way better than Rikishi's heel turn. But I love it. They've changed their look. They've changed the way they carry themselves.
Right.
They want everything. I love it.
You can put any tag team against them, and it would still be an interesting story.
And I love the continued targeting the knee, trying to take guys out. I love that. So I'm with you. Put it on the Usos. Really, at that point, I think maybe another tournament. Possibly another kind of thing. Slater and Rhino, one of them gets injured, so that just kind of breaks up the team. Would kind of be my thing. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Mella.
I want Carmella to win. Nikki Bella, she is a veteran in the business. I love her to death.
Yes.
As a person. Not to discredit her as a wrestler, but I love her to death as a person. But she is a veteran in the business. I think it is her role now to put over the younger talent, these products of the women's revolution.
Yes.
And I feel like Carmella is the one to pass the gauntlet to.
Agreed 100%.
As a heel women's wrestler, because she's great. She's the princess of Staten Island. And that is translating so well into her being a stone cold bitch.
I've appreciated a lot of what they're doing with Carmella. I think she works excellent as a heel. She's a pretty good babyface too, but I think
she's a fantastic babyface. But we need more heels. And Alexa Bliss, I love her. I love her so much. But we need another. And Natty can't answer that call.
I'm with you. I think Natty falls really short in that heel role.
Right. Again, I love her to death too.
She's too good of a person.
She's a great person.
She has admitted saying that she is not a fan of being a heel, that she prefers to be babyface, which typically with a lot of wrestlers, they're the other way around. They're like, I love being a heel.
I want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I think Nikki does the JOB, put over the new talent, because you can kind of play off the surgical neck, has she lost it? Kind of like they did a little bit like they did with John and AJ with the has she lost a step?
Yeah.
Can she make it back? I could see Nikki winning, but I think...
Yeah, I could see it either way. I want Carmella.
Yeah, long term, you want to set up opponents for Becky, you put Carmella over. So
absolutely.
Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds versus Randy Orton. What do you have? This is the hardest one for me. This is the absolute hardest.
This is super tough. This has had a strange build, especially with Randy's 50 staples in his head or however many he had. But it's been really interesting to see Randy in this role of playing mind games outside of the ring.
It kind of harkens back a little bit for me. Here we are, 10 years later, it reminds me Triple H, Randy Orton, No Mercy. It reminds me of that build with the going to his house and the kiss and step. It reminds me a lot of that.
Yeah, it really does. Oh man, that was good stuff. Yep. That was good stuff.
It was.
I don't know. I really don't know, because either way, neither of these guys loses momentum.
Yeah.
Because if Bray loses to Randy, well, Randy's the Viper, Randy's the veteran, Randy's the better man tonight. If Bray wins, well, he's a god. He's a god. He is the eater of worlds. Yes. He is this unstoppable force. So either way, I'm happy. I love Randy Orton to death, and I would love to see him win, but I would hate to see Bray lose momentum. I'm going to book it for Bray. Okay.
I'm going to disagree. I think Randy Orton wins this because I am imagining AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think that's our next feud for the belt.
Yeah.
Just the promos, the in-ring work that they can do together, I think it's money. It's so money. Randy is so great. He can do some awesome things, like AJ goes for the 450 splash off the ropes, Randy RKO. Yeah. Like, there's so much great work there.
That would be fantastic, but I don't think that wouldn't happen if Bray wins.
No, I think that's Randy's claim to, hey, I deserve this is dampened because Bray can be like, well, I beat you. But so I think Randy wins. I think he goes towards the title. Bray is the one that I don't know, because at this point, what do you do with him? He's not a guy that really cares about the title. Like, he doesn't care about title. He's in that weird, like, Undertaker spot where it's like...
Well, if we're going to suspend reality completely, at the end of SmackDown this week, he reunites with Sister Abigail in the trailer that he was locked in by Randy, because Randy's playing along with the mind games, and I love it.
So that's what I was getting to. What do I see for Bray? I see Bray, who is still, I'm a god. I'm darkest night of a raven's wing. You can literally say anything and it works.
Pretty much.
But I see a Bray Wyatt who feels like he has lost his way. He needs Abigail. He needs to find what made him a god. And rebuilds the family. New faces. Completely new faces.
Right, because Braun is on his own.
Braun is gone.
Fantastic things.
Rowan is hurt.
Right.
Harper has not come back yet. Right. But I think we need brand new faces. Maybe this is where we see recruitment. Maybe this is where the Ascension can find their place by allying with Bray Wyatt. Maybe we see...
The idea of the Ascension were fallen angels.
Exactly. That would be my guess. Let's see new faces. Or maybe we even go like a different way. Maybe he just abducts guys. Maybe you have Tyler Breeze and Fandango walking down to the ring ready to have their match. All of a sudden, lights cut. Fandango's gone.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah, exactly. Fandango's gone, but then he reemerges as something new.
Oh, let's get weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we see kind of an evolution of the Wyatt family, adopt a little something more of like what Decay is doing in TNA, you know, where everybody has that kind of not equal level to Bray, but they have their own like input.
Brotherhood.
Exactly.
Like an actual family.
Yeah, so
okay. I'm into it, man.
That is what I see. Like, yes, Randy Orton wins. He goes on to chase the title, but Bray Wyatt goes back to what made Bray Wyatt who he is, made him the Eater of the Worlds, the new face of fear.
I wish he'd come back out with the hoodie with the horn, though.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. So that's kind of how I see it.
Right
Have
on.
Bray build a new family. That way you can refresh a few people. You can introduce a Sister Abigail.
Right on.
You can strengthen Bray, and that way he doesn't really have to be involved in a direct feud. He can send out his soldiers and control everything. He doesn't want to win a title. He wants to control SmackDown.
Right.
So there you go. He sends guys out. So that's kind of how I see it. That's how I would take it. Kurt Hawkins supposedly making his in-ring debut. Kurt Hawkins versus TBA. Why do I feel like it's going to be Kane? I get that sneaking suspicion.
Kane is a good brother, and he always picks up the slack.
What do you have for Kurt Hawkins?
Kurt Hawkins wins because they spent all this money on these promos.
Kurt Hawkins?
He's got like some sort of like
Kurt Hawkins?
walking cane.
Kurt Hawkins?
That's like a disco stick. Like
It's what he did on the Indies. He had that.
for real? Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking like he's got a hoe train or something. He's got the Godfather stick. I love it. Kurt. I mean, we don't even know who he's going against. Sources just say he has a match tonight. It's Kurt Hawkins. It's Kurt Hawkins.
My prediction: he does not have a match.
Or
He never said he would have a match. He said he was going to be at No Mercy. I'm betting he shows up, cuts a promo, Kane comes down, chokeslam to Kurt Hawkins. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. I would love a match. I would really love a match. But I think he comes down, he's like, Tuesday on SmackDown Live, Kurt Hawkins makes his in-ring debut, and the WWE Universe can face the facts. Boom, fire, brimstone, Kane, chokeslam, bada bing, bada boom. There you go.
I am always down for a Kane choke slam.
That is my prediction. My booking for Hawkins, I would love to see him elevated. I think he's more in like a Santino type role, comedic, especially where he's like looking through his legs and
Right.
doing the voices.
Yeah.
And the
Number one baby names for 2016 are
Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Hawkins.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
So Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss.
If it happens, there are
Yeah,
reports
yes.
that she's injured, but we haven't heard anything from WWE retracting the match.
Yes, not yet. What do you got?
If it happens, I gotta give it to my sweet baby Bliss. I love her so much. Alexa, put the belt on Alexa. She's the best. I love her so much. I've been watching her since NXT, and I'm so happy that she got away from the Blake and Murphy factor. She's the best, and I love her so much. Oh my God, Alexa, get the belt.
Becky Balboa, baby. That's how I see it. Becky Balboa wins to lead into a feud with Carmella. But
I'm still okay with that because I love Becky, but oh, my sweet baby Bliss.
Becky Lynch wins, working that underdog role. Becky Balboa, dim boulder shoulders. Yeah. So what we have as the main event, this is not confirmed, but I feel like more than likely it will be the
Considering
case.
the poster and the build, we're gonna say this is the main event.
The Miz versus D to the Z, Dolph Ziggler. Title versus career. What do you got, broski?
I'm personally disgusted that they just completely and utterly ripped off PWX.
They were like, Jake Manning, John Skyler, career versus title.
They're like, oh yeah, let's do that. Nobody will know. It's an indie promotion.
Very clearly
I'm on to
where
you.
they got this idea
I'm on
from.
to you. Oh my God.
I've loved this build so much.
This has been fantastic. The Miz has been fantastic. I've loved him for the past couple years, but what he's been doing this year has been perfect.
Yes. Maurice is we've talked about it in the past, Maurice is the perfect addition.
Oh my God. And Dolph making the transition to this shoot wrestler, this complete and utter underdog, just bad luck for days, you know, and just this passion that is just exuding from his words and his eyes. And when he calls Miz out, Mike!
That was the best. And he has tears. Oh.
You're about my career.
Oh. So good.
I want Dolph to win so bad.
How do you book this? How do you book it? Not what you want, what do you see?
It's gonna be a fucking barn burner.
I'm predicting match of the year so far.
This
That's
match,
high praise, but that's what I'm saying so far, at least.
This match is going to be 30 minutes long,
yes.
At least. It's definitely going to go over the 11 o'clock mark Eastern time. I say Dolph.
Okay.
Because...
Where do you take him? Where do you take Dolph as the IC champ?
I don't care. But with just this build and him losing and losing and losing and everybody getting behind him, and this is it. This is the time. If Dolph wins, the roof is going to blow off of that stadium. But like I said, it's going to be a slobber knocker. These guys are going to beat the ever-living shit out of each other. And Dolph is in his best, at his best, when it gets to those exhausting 15, 20, 25-minute marks. And it's going to be a show for the ages.
Yes.
And I give it to Dolph just because I need it. The universe needs it. Even if he only keeps it until Tuesday. Like Zack Ryder at Mania.
Yeah.
I have stars in my eyes. I give it to Dolph.
So, this is where I see it going. The Spirit Squad showed up Tuesday.
No!
They showed up Tuesday in a retrospect of Dolph's career, which was incredible. That was so great. Super kicks all around. We looked at him for being the caddy from, hey, I'm Dolph Ziggler. You're Dolph Ziggler. Hey.
And then we looked
you're Dolph Ziggler. Hey, you're Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler, right?
That's my HBK. So you got to see that. The rumor is they are backstage. You know.
Well, we got to see him shit on, literally.
Twice.
And you know, it was a whole work by The Miz in his awful suit. I love everything he wears, but oh my gosh, that was like cherry starburst.
So,
it was awful.
You know, there was that aspect. I agree.
That complete and utter just burying of his entire career.
And I don't think it changes tonight. I think Dolph Ziggler fights his hardest. He goes, Spirit Squad interferes, Maurice interferes. Maurice gets thrown out of the arena.
Get out of here.
The Spirit Squad comes down, super kick. But it doesn't matter. It's enough of distraction for a skull-crushing finale on Dolph Ziggler's career. The Miz, 1, 2, 3. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. But, that is not the end of this story. Dolph loses tonight. The Miz continues to antagonize Daniel Bryan over and over and over again, eventually losing the Intercontinental title. But that's okay. The Miz is on to bigger, better things. I am the hottest name in sports entertainment. I put SmackDown Live on the map. So Daniel Bryan says, okay, Miz, you want an opportunity? You want to show everybody you're as good as you say you are? You're in the Royal Rumble, Miz, at number 1. Miz goes out, number 1, and he's ready. Come on, at number 2. Dolph Ziggler's music hits. He comes down, super kick, tosses Miz over. Dolph Ziggler outlasts 30 men to get that world championship shot at WrestleMania. The boyhood dream comes true. Dolph Ziggler wins the Royal Rumble. He goes to WrestleMania. He challenges for the title. That's what I see. Or...
No.
Or... It's not Dolph Ziggler at all. Dolph Ziggler loses at No Mercy.
His career is over.
A skull-crushing finale on the career of Dolph Ziggler. A few months go by. Miz has had an unprecedented Intercontinental Championship run. All of a sudden, some strange music hits. And out come Jack Swagger, wrestling singlet, Oklahoma, Shelton Benjamin, Minnesota, and a new guy, but a familiar face, Nick Nemeth, comes out. And we have a new faction of amateur wrestling greatness. And they beat The Miz down. Dolph Ziggler is no more, and Nick Nemeth is here. That is how I could see it going. But how do you guys see it going? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. You know, this is before No Mercy, so we could be completely wrong, and that's the beautiful thing about professional wrestling in this business that we love. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy the video, give us that thumbs up. If you really enjoy it, hit subscribe at the end of the video.
Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Tandem Fandom.
And as we always say, if you're gonna be a fan,
bring a friend.